Citizens of the world, it's time to build an empire in Civilization 7, and I know I too am surprised that I was sent a preview code to show off Civilization 7, and I know there are many questions, many intriguing things that we are curious about whether they will or won't work. So today I'll be jumping into a game of Civ 7 to build the ultimate Roman city, as a mega tall Roman city is ideal for the powers of Augustus and the Empire of Rome. Jumping into our very first game here. Look at this. The beginning of Civ 7. Look at this map. Look at these tiles. Oh, this is our first settler. Is this a good starting location? Who knows? We're going to be assessing all these little things as we go along. And I know that I said before, to clarify, I just got this key, this preview key to check out Civ 7. I didn't ask for it. Someone reached out and they offered one. But when this video goes live, I've had the key for a very, very short time. It came as a surprise to me, honestly, because I never got a preview key for Civ 6. So I wasn't really expecting anything. But with an opportunity to jump in and actually show you what it is, and also answer any of your questions, just leave them in the comments, I can now see if the problems we've been expecting or hoping weren't really problems, or just thinking they might be problems, we can actually just look at it now, and I can answer your questions. Also, if you've been enjoying the Civ 7 coverage up until now, and what you see today, do consider subscribing. Thank you so much. Now, there is a tutorial, a new home, so I pretty much know how to play Civ, but not particularly Civ 7, and the developers said that they wanted to make sure Civ 7 had enough changes where even veterans of the series would feel like they have stuff to learn. So this is our founder settler. Now, I have a video explaining how settlers and cities and towns work. You can check that out. But your first settler founds a city. After that, they found towns. So looking at the stats here, we can try and assess what we've got. We can go ahead and settle a city. All right, so there's our first city, Roma, and we've got some resources around us here. And I'm not too... I assume that's just pearls, salt, grapes for wine. And we've got cotton over there, and we have to choose our production. So the UI in this game so far, some of it does feel a little bland, like this one. This particular menu feels a bit... It's not so much that it's boring to look at, it's that it's a bit hard to parse what I'm looking at. Scout and warrior, okay, I guess you gotta get used to these icons, these minimalistic icons. Now, choosing production, I think picking one for a scout to begin. Turns, okay, we know how turns work, and we have to end the turn. Oh, right, buildings now need to be placed into urban districts. Right, so if I want to place a granary, okay, so we place the building there, and it becomes an urban district with a granary. I assume that's how that works, yes? End the turn. We have to actively grow the city, yes? So when the city grows, it can expand into an adjacent tile, gaining the yield it returns. Tiles with high yields and tiles containing resources are an obvious choice, but specific yield types may better suit your strategy. So this is food happiness. This is food money. Let's try a coastal tile here. Food and money seems good to have. So that means we get the adjacent tiles. Okay, I'm just sort of getting used to how this mechanic works. I mean, you can watch the live streams and the dev reveals, but you never really fully understand it until you play it yourself. Let's move over there.
There is one tree that speaks only to the austere mountainheads, to the mindful wind and the watching stars.
That's actually quite nice to look at. Are the deer next to the redwood a coincidence? Because that just fits so nicely. That's a lot of birds in the redwood, though. It sort of seems infested with birds, but... Is it an infestation if it's their natural habitat? Probably not. You can replay that?
There is one tree that speaks...
Okay, good. So, this is redwood forest for culture and science. This is flat tundra for hides. Okay. We can walk right through the redwoods, see what's on the other side. Alright, if we're on an island, that's gonna be just my luck. But sure, next turn. Let's keep going. Scout up that way. Of course we're on an island. Well, I picked the map generation of Terra Incognita, so we could have gotten who knows what. Okay, building your legacy. Civilizations are remembered for their accomplishments and the paths they take through history. Some spread their accomplishments across a wide range. Others are devoted to a single cause. Your advisors are at your so economic advisors. So they just tell you what we should be doing. So this is the victory conditions. So there's culture, military, science, economic rankings. You can see these are how to win an age. So building 7 wonders, having 12 towns or cities in your empire, displaying 10 codices in your empire, assigning 20 resources to your settlements. So we kind of want this and this. These two left ones are what we want to go for. Legacy points. By the way, there's meta progression in this game as well. You can level up your civilizations and level up your leaders. Not in for gameplay effects, but there's like aesthetic effects and unlocks, so there is that sort of thing going on as well. Okay, this turn seems to have a lot going for it. Narrative choice. Narrative choices we have seen in 4X games for a while now. Old World has been getting them. Humankind had them. Seems like Civ's getting them as well. The Senate is in session and the voices are raised in conflict. The lone senator speaks out against imperial fiat, while Augustus's supporters seek to drown him out. So this is plus 33 culture. This is plus 15% production towards training infantry, or just 33 gold. Selecting this option will begin a quest. Build 3 monuments. Have a commander with 3 promotions. There are greater pleasures in life than politics. So this is... Build 3 monuments coincides with our goal. So we should build 3 monuments. And then we see all these quests on the left here. We can hide it, but I'm going to keep it up to keep an eye on that. We get to choose civics, so there's a civics tree as well. Civics tree, we can see these are all the early ones. Chiefdom starts with this. Roman civics, there's antiquity civics, and there's also Roman civics for our particular civilization civics to go for. Now, I of course don't know what's good or bad here. We'll just try and figure out what we need to go for. We need to establish a government before we can enact social policies. This is a lot happening right in the early game. This is turn 8, and there's a lot happening here. A lot of decisions to do right at the start. Social policies available. So under your new government, we can enact social policies. +1 production and science on the palace, +2 culture on the palace. I think production and science is what we want. Confirm. So this is a farm. That's a farm. This is fishing boats. So this is the system that has replaced builders. When your city grows, you basically develop a tile. They've combined builders into city growth. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, we've got our settler, and a few things has happened. For example, our scout, because I had nowhere left to scout, I set them to lookout, and they built a little tower which increased their view range by 1. We also set our warrior to fortify, and bonus point for the unit designs in Civ 7. Units look like your civilization's unit. So our warrior looks like Roman warriors. They have the shields and they have the outfits. But another Civ's warrior would look different, which is nice to see. But also it might be a little tricky telling what units are what. Some things will probably be pretty obvious. Tanks, various models of tanks still look like tanks. But warriors could look like legionaries, and we'll see how that works out. Plus 5% production towards military units in the capital for every town. Ooh, that synergizes with our mega city build very nicely. So every town we have, we could have this, which stacks onto our bonus production, which means we could churn out military units from a single city, from our capital. But now I think I'm gonna stick on tool making, but that's one we should keep in mind. So we can now build a town, or found a settlement, they call it here. Cannot be within 3 tiles of another, can't be in these. You can't do it on resources, I guess? So let's found a town, pop a town down, expansion, providing you with your first town like a city. So this towns do not have production. They have production, but they don't have production menus. Let's do the culture and science one first. Good, so that's actually going to become a camp. Resource assignments available, so when we get resources, so I have acquired cotton, and I have hides, plus 3 production. So, can I move it to my capital? So, Kapwa town has the hides, but I'm giving it to the capital, and it gives plus 3 production in our capital. So if I want to build this, how many turns would it take? 4 turns? So I can place it in the existing district, or I could set up a new district. So this has a granary, but if I do this, I would set up a new urban district, and the district becomes the district of what you put in it. So if you put 2 unique culture buildings in the same district, it becomes a unique culture district. But having said that, I might want to grab a settler first. And ooh, we found a neighbor. Discovery. Exploration revealed a tent camp, one of the many discoveries that can be found in the world. Closer inspection grants a hidden benefit. It's a goodie hut. Foreign leaders. We've met Hatshepsut. That is a coincidence. But sure. So this, we're definitely going to grab that as soon as we can. I don't know if they're going to beat us to it, but we've met a new civilization.
Yenek hur euf ms Hatshepsut. Bera dejeset kemet.
All right. Friendly greeting, neutral greeting, hostile greeting. Keep scouting. Independent villages. Okay, so this is something that people have actually been asking for, how independent villages work. So this is what's replacing the barbarian camp. So in the antiquity age, they are an independent village, and they're sort of a city-state, but sort of a barbarian camp. You now have enough influence to befriend Mesa Verde and become its suzerain. The title may take some time to earn, but it will grant you special bonuses. Okay, so befriend. We have 176 gaining 10 a turn. We can befriend the independent. My actions, befriending. So it takes 10 turns to do it, but sure. We'll become friends with them. But I want this goodie hut. Workers have stopped mining a quarry for lack of pay. The supervisor threatens punishment, but quickly realizes the size of the crowd. Plus 10 production to roam, or plus 50 gold. I don't think I need the money quite yet. I'm just gonna boost our production. All right, we've unlocked some wonders now. Wonders of the world. We can now build Dur Sharukin and Great Steel. They take 12 turns each, and we can also train the Legatus now, our unique unit. So that's our legionary, I think. There's a lot of options now that things have opened up. Forum, unique quarter. We need to complete these 2 buildings to build the forum as well. Okay, so if I want to do the wonders, acts as a fortified district that must be conquered, plus 3 combat strength to fortified district in all settlements, ageless, must be placed adjacent to a district, or gain 200 gold when you construct a wonder in the settlement, including this one. So we should build the Great Steel first. So what happens if I try to promote this unit? Okay, so this is... Is this a commander? Looting, field medic. This is so much. 0.0 commendations legatus. It can gain 10 points. And there's valor, duty, service, merit, order. There's so much. So these are the new generals, I think. And they carry over through the ages. And you really want to like build them up as you go along. I think for now, I will... Can I just... form an army? So you're gonna sit right there? Oh, a narrative choice. Emissaries from the Mesa Verde have arrived and pronounced that the Roman Empire deserves all glory and respect. To honor the friendship between two peoples, they presented generous gifts. 16 science. That's great. And we get to grow a town as well. So you... we could boost up the happiness here. It is looking a little low. And also we've got all these redwood trees. So I might want to save one of these tiles for the next town, but for this town, I think I can go ahead and grab this one. Good. Uh-oh, I've met a new civilization. Who is it? It's, Catherine the Great.
Алексеевна, императрица и попечительница искусств. Но вы можете называть меня Софи.
Oh, a civilization unlocked because I founded another settlement? Having 3 settlements means when we go to the next era, we can now become Chola, I guess. Have 3 settlements with city centers adjacent to a coastal tile. Cities only adjacent to lakes do not count. Okay, so we've unlocked the civilization choice, but I'm probably sticking to as Roman as possible. So in the antiquity age, we'd want to go Norman, most likely. Aha, I've found a border, and I want to look into this border. So we can see, this is probably Egypt. So let's do... yeah, lookout. No, we just do search. Because lookout sets a lookout point, and it takes a couple turns to build. I just want to spend 1 turn and increase our sight range by 1 so that we can see Akhenaten. Ah, there we go. And it seems like... Oh, that's from a hostile village. Oh, there's one down there, right? But okay. So... Oh, these are some Magi. Alright. There's Akhenaten. Near this volcano. Looks kind of nice. Look at that. Alright. So... we're... Also, I've increased my settlement limit, which means I should go definitely found another town on the mainland. So let's keep placing down towns. We'll get another settler after this great stele is placed, and that will just keep our empire expanding.
May the might of the Lord cause no enemy to resist me, no enemy to follow me.
Our first wonder, the great stele, has been produced. Oh, look at that. Alright, we've got some wonder videos. Well, wonder cinematics, I guess. Choose a celebration. We love the Tyrant Day! That's actually pretty funny. Like, you know, the We Love the King Day is celebrated, but I'm despotism, so I'm a tyrant. So, your government grants you a choice between these effects during a celebration. Choose 1 bonus for the next 6 turns, plus 20% science. Oh, I see how that works. Okay, so these bonuses apply when we get to the celebration, which is from happiness. I see. Oh, Confucius is doing something nice. Is inviting me to start a farmer's market together. Plus 3 per turn in towns for both leaders. Confucius receives... Oh, I get plus 2 gold per turn. Confucius receives plus 2 food per turn. Or I say no. So I actually have to spend influence for this. And considering I'm ahead on towns, this benefits me more than Confucius. And this will just grow our towns even more. So let's go ahead and do support. Looking happy. Good. Oh, we've unlocked our first leader attribute to fit our playstyle, so we get to do this. I don't think I need to do any policy stuff here, but okay, here, leader attribute. So our leader in a game can also level up. So attributes you choose will apply to the remainder of the current age, as well as all future ages that this leader participates in. Some points are wildcard. Okay, so there's cultural, diplomatic, economic, expansionist, militaristic, scientific. So there's all of this. So I assume we have to pick the cultural one. Oh, and I think these units are actually in range. They're warrior, 15 strength. Look at this. Look at these slingers. Like, if I just mouse over, they get ready to shoot. They're ready to go. If I click, does it shoot? Like, range attack? I'm not sure. Are they in range? Or are they just animating? I don't think they're in range yet. What is our range? Range is 2. Oh, they're not in range yet. So maybe next turn. I think they just woke up because I set them to alert. But this animation of them getting ready to shoot something out of range is a bit weird. I have to say that's a bit weird. They should only get ready to shoot if they're actually in range and I can shoot them. For now, I'm just gonna have to have them skip a turn. And then see if they get a bit closer, because they might be a bit of a threat to us. Is this a trader coming down? There might be a trader coming down. Oh, we've been growing and acquiring resources, so I actually hit a milestone on Silk Roads. I've earned an economic legacy point and a legacy option for the next age. Economic attribute. View progress, please. So under economic. So this was to just assign resources to our settlements. And we've managed to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the first one. If I check our rankings, yep, 7 for me, and we're still ahead on settlements and for our wonders. No one else has built any wonders, so outside of science, which I've not been prioritizing at all, we're actually leading on a lot of things. The crisis here. So this is the age progress here, and the crisis begins, crisis intensifies, crisis culminates. That's what justifies the age change. And it's kind of trying to be like history, where ages don't just change for no reason. Something must happen. So the crisis that begins is supposed to be a narrative crisis that matches the situations in your game. And depending on what you've built and what you have and what's going on, that should influence what the narrative crisis is. But we'll see how that is. As our boat's being destroyed by this hostile village, we've unlocked a codex from our technology. We got writing too. Great works, so we display these, slot them. Okay, so to show the showcase on the left lists all of your great works. Okay, and this is where we can have them. Palace, and we have a library as well. So we want to slot these in. So on the right, you can see the settlements and availabilities. So yeah, we've slotted this in here. We can move it to the library, but it's just +2 science. It just gives us +2 science. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna try specialize a town. Capua is size 10. That's pretty big. I mean, that's as big as our capital. And we've expanded a few things here, but let's try specializing this because I feel like we should. Now, looking at this, a mining town converts all the town's production into gold, which means we'll get another +16 gold, and the food would be sent to the capital. So if we look at our capital right now, it's 22 food. So 16 food for the capital and 16 more gold. That should actually be pretty big. So let's try this. It will lock the town into this focus until the next stage. But let's see how this does. So we currently have +59 on the gold. And I assume that will then maybe take effect next turn? Maybe? Oh yeah, there, +61. And it should also mean that our capital then gains the food 38. Okay, yeah. So these towns, once they grow to a certain size, like Neapolis, they can focus once they get to a certain size. Oh, and we can grow this town again as well. So let's go ahead and grab the sheep. And we got a narrative choice. The valleys are dotted with cloud-like shapes swaying in unsettling patterns of strange illness. Minus 50% gold for 3 turns. Why would I pick this? A difficult decision. This has a punishment. The animals may recover in time. I feel like they may not. But let's risk it. Let's risk it. The animals may recover in time. Who knows? The consequences of my actions. The farmer's daughter cries as her favorite lamb grows still in her arms. Sadly, the result of her father's patience and mercy towards the sick sheep is that now all the animals are ill. When you're growing a city, you can assign a specialist, and you can see it costs food and happiness to have a specialist, but you can get some big bonuses from that. Plus 4 science, when I have plus 28 science right now, plus 4 science is actually pretty big. And so now I have a choice to grow wider or taller in my city, which I'm growing. Like, this game I'm playing tall, so now I can go even taller by doing this. So for example, this is not the best spot for where I placed my library, but you know, it's gonna be okay. I don't think I need to expand my tiles here. I mean, I could do with a bit more production, but maybe the plus 4 science, plus 2 culture is kind of more important right now. Let's go ahead and grab a specialist. So we've assigned a specialist there. We are getting a new wonder next turn. But also in our city, I have some money. I'd like to probably purchase this brickyard. And I want to build something else there. My unique structures. I'm going to place the brickyard. I could put it with the library, but no, I should separate it. Can I build something here? Oh, there's just a granary here. So I could place it here. Let's go ahead and place the brickyard here with the granary. Oh, Wonders of the Ancient World milestone complete. We've earned another cultural legacy point, a legacy option for the next age, and a diplomatic attribute and cultural attribute points for the next age. View progress. This would be... Is it age progression culture? I have 7 wonders. If I check rankings, we've got 2 wonders. Very nice. Legacy path, so 2 gets us to this. So we've done the economic one here. I'm going to get another codex, so I'm gonna do that. And if I get another settlement after this one, I'll be able to get that one as well. So I'm not sure if we're gonna win, like completely win. We're actually topping all 4 of these right now. So we're doing better. I'm picking this up pretty quick. Yeah, okay, let's continue.
From this day forward, your pronouncement shall be unchangeable. To raise or bring low, these shall be in your hand.
Ah, this is the Dur Sharukin. Meanwhile, I am also settling a new town here. I think... Yeah, that used up the movements. I've got this slinger coming along, but also I think I do have the ability where when I found that city, I get a unit. And I have found the northern edge of the continent. Our friends China are literally on the northern edge of the continent. Is that what I think it is? Hatshepsut has declared war on Confucius. While defending your galley was destroyed by a galley. Oh, my boat, which was healing, was destroyed. Okay, it's fine. Oh, Confucius is putting me in a bind here. We are friends, but I don't know if we're that kind of friends yet, because I'm not ready. We know Hatshepsut has declared war on Confucius. He's asking for an alliance. I think if I ally with him now, it'll be pretty bad. Because I'm not ready for a war. I'm building monuments. I'm Augustus. I'm not Trajan. I'm gonna have to reject this. Sorry. Apologies. You're gonna have to look after yourself. for now. Like, if I was going militaristic, I would 100% be on board. We could squish Hatshepsut. But for now, not good timing. Here's an interesting narrative event. SPQR. We get a cultural attribute point, which, if I recall correctly, is going to be something that will be very useful to us. This town also needs to grow. This is not a great town, honestly speaking, but there's horses there. We could maybe grab some of these resources. Oh, there's also this thing, silver. Plus 20% gold towards purchasing units. Let's grab both of these, I think. Let's grab that, and then we'll get the horses, we'll get the silver. Very nice. Leader attribute available, so cultural. This is plus 10% production towards constructing wonders. Yes! That's exactly what I wanted. Perfect. And with the town, that added more production to our capital. Look at this. If I check our capital now, it's saying it's gonna build the... Oh, did someone build the Hanging Gardens? Because the Hanging Gardens has disappeared from my thing. We're just building the pyramids now. Oh, someone else got the Hanging Gardens? That's so annoying. We can build the Colosseum, though. You know, I'm trying to grow my empire here, and I'm looking at Mesa Verde, and there's an option to incorporate this city-state into my empire and become a town. It says it'll take 6 turns. And I'm also sending one more settler out, which I don't know if I'll be able to increase my settlement limit anymore, but sure, we'll just have a settler hanging about when we need it. We're currently building the Colosseum. Oh, so I did send out that settler. Where is the settler right now? It's there. I should be careful. A flood, a natural disaster. Which town is this? Here. Repair fishing boat. Okay. Looks like the fishing quay has been damaged by a disaster or raid. Okay. 16 gold? Sure. Let's build the Colosseum. We're Rome. We have to build the Colosseum.
While stands the Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum, Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls, with it shall fall the world.
Our city is getting up there. Very nice. So we've got the Colosseum. It's also adjacent to the thing that gets bonuses from the wonders adjacent to it. The pyramids are still cute. I'm gonna grab that altar, but I can now also build the terracotta army. It's gotta go there. All right. No choice. It's just a farm. Destroy the farm to make room for the terracotta army. Also, this has now become part of my empire. We're 6 out of 7. We've got a new spot, and there's no more really good recommended spots to build a town. I suppose I could build one here, just to sort of loop back around here. Maybe that's a good idea. I could maybe build one out here. It's a bit close to the enemy, so I'm kind of concerned about building one there. There's not really any good spots anymore for cities, or towns rather. Like, everything's kind of filled up. And building here sort of has nothing. So I think I need to at least go over to here and grab those dates and this iron. At least that will be something. So I'm going to go ahead and settle a town there. After that, I really worry about doing anything there. Yes, good. Research collaboration, choose a celebration, give me more science. We are speeding through things. We've got another slot. I think we can put our +2 culture back in. Because I don't think we need -1 for a bit more gold. I think we can put the culture back in. Confirm. And you are just going to set up a temporary fortification there. Okay. So we're rushing for this terracotta army. And I don't know if I go to purchase. I could afford a barracks. I can put it in our capital. And that will give us even more production. Good. So there's a barracks in our capital like that, and that I don't know if that's the best one to place there, but sure. I think the amphitheater, does it give us? No, we're currently working towards mathematics, which will allow us to show off more codices. So let's continue.
In the midst of the snow, the light of Goryeo hovers. An icy temple bell resounds echoes of the old kingdom.
With this river flowing right through it. My focus is building wonders in our mega city, because that's what we're doing. We lost out on a couple wonders because I was a bit late to the game, understanding some of the specifics of the mechanics. But I think things are coming along quite nicely now. Ah, the Roman crisis has begun. A strange year. This is the beginning of the end of the antiquity era. We're at 70% through this era. And it says, after the rains, harder and heavier than before, unusual verdure covers the fields. Rats and mice follow. And farmers who smiled at their earlier fortune now crease their brows in frustration. And worse, at the fringes of the land, illness spreads. I feel like this is the crisis that's happening because we haven't been engaging in wars or anything too complicated outside of our own borders. So one crisis policy slot. That means we have to choose a crisis policy. We do have this happening. +2 science on amphitheaters. Yeah, we should get some amphitheaters as well. What are you currently building? You're producing a garden. We are growing our capital as well. We could throw down more specialists. Probably not the, I don't know, +3 science, +3 culture, and a bit of production if I throw it onto a specialist onto our capital. Yeah, let's grow town over here. This one's growing nicely as well. We're just throwing on some extra production. We've specialized this, which just feeds even more into... Oh no, we haven't specialized this yet. We can specialize this into... What do we have the most here? We have clay pits, mines, pastures, farms, mines. This is a mining town. So let's do mining town and focus that up. That sends even more to Rome, which... And, oh, here we go. This is the crisis policies, which we have to pick one. You have to pick one. +2 science on science buildings in infected settlements, but -4 gold on science buildings. +5 happiness on altars in infected settlements, but -10 gold on altars. I think we'll go for the science. The crisis has begun. Confirm. Oh, you can specialize as well? We should throw down an altar while we're at it. Yeah, throw down an altar there. And then we can specialize this. This is a mining town. We'll specialize that as well. Might as well specialize them now. They reset when we get to the next era. That's next turn. Oh, what have we got? Oh, the trade... I don't know how to do the trade thing. I've actually walked them straight into the other city. I don't know how to do the trade. It's actually kind of weird. I probably should have read more on that one, but I can't figure out how to use this merchant. I know it's gonna be so frustrating for you. But like, what do I click? So, okay, let's say I want to trade here. Is it because we're no longer allowed to trade to Ostia? It says it's out of range. Oh, okay. So the closest one we can go to is Yilan an option? Yilan is an option. Okay, so maybe I go there and then see if I can do it. Maybe I did it right, but the status of Ostia changed. So let's find out if this... I'm really not sure. Ooh. We can build the oracles. Yep, it's gonna have to go there. And we can grow our capital again. All right. Let's just... there's some... I think those resources are out. We go 3 tiles in any particular direction. But I guess a bit of extra fishing doesn't hurt. Now, I was sending here to set up a lookout so I can actually keep an eye on Charlemagne. You're just gonna sit there in your tower and look at Charlemagne. Okay, so we can at least get another wonder. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hit all the wonders to hit 7 out of 7 to actually win this era.
Gathered, the elders gave their answer.
We are unlocking more stuff. 25% food in towns. That's actually pretty big. Let's take out the culture and throw in the plus 25% food in towns. Confirm. Does that take effect instantly? 140 food in Roma right now. We are building the Oracle in 2 turns. We're continuing to just get this literature, literacy. Like, we're starting to unlock a lot of wonders here. Oh, you can unlock the Colosseum from the Civics tree. So I unlocked it from my unique Roman Civics tree. Okay, wait, there's the button. Make trade route. Okay, I did it right. I do have to send it there. I'm gonna decline this. I don't want to do any more trade right now. Now that I know how it works, it's a given. You move the trader to where you want to go and then trade. Okay, no worries. We're gonna keep trying to build things. Slot 14 resources. I don't know if we can do much of this other stuff. Okay, we're gonna just try and get the wonders we can.
I count the grains of sand on the beach and measure the sea. I understand the speech of the dumb and hear the voiceless.
We've built the Oracle. Actually kind of amazing no one has built this yet. Adding on to Rome. I see there's an eagle there. Does that change based on what civ you are? I'm not sure. It's just, maybe it's always there. But it's fine. Look at that. We've got the Oracle right there. We are also gonna be building the Pyramids of the Sun next, which I'm gonna place right there. It's another wonder. We need another 2. We just gotta unlock what we can in time to get 7 wonders. Uh-oh, the crisis is happening. You can see that this plague is taking over Ravenna and the settlement is in unrest. And it looks like it's gonna be in unrest for a while. Their happiness is -6. So things are gonna start falling apart here. -6 is something that I can't really compensate for. Like I could make them slightly less happy. If I put... Can I not move these around? Oh, I can't... Yeah, resource reallocation is not available. So, seems like our outer towns are starting to fall victim to the plague. And also, it seems like we've kind of run out of wonders to build. I don't know if I can unlock anymore. I'm rushing through the tech and civics tree, but I can't find any other wonders to build. I could pop a lighthouse there. But there's no more wonders to build. Oh, the pyramids has finally disappeared from the build list. So something has fixed the pyramids. I wish I got the pyramids. I probably started building and missed, like, someone else finished them first. 3, 4 times? Like, I really couldn't get the monuments. And yeah, Charlemagne has finished the one, the Sanchi Stupa, which I don't think we have been able to get to yet. It's just... You can definitely get 7. You can definitely get 7. Milestone completed. In... here? The codices? Like, I'm still ranking on the top up here. 5, 7, 6, 11. I'm still the best. But it's just...
Perfection is achieved.
Can't quite win them. Oh, the crisis is continuing. The houses of healing. The houses of healing, normally places of quiet. Whispers and muffled footfalls overflow. The sick and dying stumble or are carried towards already overcrowded halls. Eventually, the healers seal the doors. Some new evil grips the land. So we have to pick another. Gain 2 codices. Choose production. Still no... Like, I guess we could just go for research initiative to boost our research, because that's what that does, right? Converts 25% of the city's production into science. Yep. Oh, we get to assign some resources. So Ravenna is kind of unhappy. Can I pull that back? I will give... Oh, your happiness is 0? Okay, let's move this to Ravenna. Let's give you that. And we can at least assign all of our resources. And just checking our victory there on economic. Oh, 1 more and we get age progression. Silk Roads, 13. If I get 1 more slot and 1 more resource. But I don't even know if there is... I'd have to grow to 1 more resource. Getting 20 is like insane. It's so hard. Let's choose a crisis policy. Gain 1 migrant when the city is infected, but 25% growth in cities. Minus 25% growth in cities. Plus 5 happiness in infected settlements with a commander stationed. But minus 5 happiness in settlements with no altar. Okay. We can build an altar everywhere. Let's confirm that. And I have a commander. Can I remove you? Leave army. I'm just gonna pop you there. This is a commander, right? So if I put the commander in Ravenna, it should solve some of the happiness problems. And anywhere that doesn't have an altar... Oh, this settlement is in unrest. Because it's also plagued. Okay. I think I put an altar pretty much everywhere. Oh, you need an altar. It goes there. Good. You get an altar. I can throw down an amphitheater with the altar. Sure. Spend some of this money. It does tell you that if you don't spend your money, if it reaches the overflow part... Yeah, let's do this. Forgot amphitheaters give us science now. Ah. But we're just sort of barreling towards the crisis at this point. What happened? A major outbreak has... I've lost a warrior due to damage from the plague. Plague causes damage? Oh, this is plague now as well? This crisis is pretty bad, huh?
All beings who are plunged into the ocean of existence, may I draw them out by virtue of this good work.
Well, we finished another wonder, Angkor Wat, but it's kind of plagued right now. Just some green smoky skulls coming out of it. They're celebrating, they're being pretty optimistic. The crows are kind of a bad omen. But, oh, this is so frustrating because we're now at 6 out of 7.
Handed down to me from my ancestors in a perpetual line of accumulated wisdom.
Unless we happen to be able to... I don't think I need any of this. Unless we happen to be able to build the Colosseum, the Colossus. No, of course that's not available anymore. I think there's no more wonders to build. 6 out of 7. I was so close. Okay, we're 93% through this age. Villages sit empty and lifeless. Grass pokes out of thatched roofs and a tree sprouts from a threshold, with only a glint of bone tangled in the roots to show that once this was a place of human habitation. The few travelers pass by without a glance. These sights are commonplace. Continue the crisis and pick a new crisis policy. +2 food in towns, but -15 healing on all units. That's fine. We barely have any units left. The plague killed most of them. It actually did wipe through all of this. And I have not been able to find another wonder to construct. I think the antiquity age is out of wonders. I don't think there's much left.
Bark.
Monk's
the
Mound is
carrot,
definitely taken. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's no more. We can build some walls, I guess, expand our walls around. But I don't think there's any more wonders to do. Oh, interestingly though, I've finished the civics tree. We're now doing future civics. Because we've finished the civics tree in the antiquity age. And look at the bonuses. We get a wildcard attribute point, a boost for a non-civilization unique starting civic in the next age, +10 age progress. Guess we gotta do that. I mean, we didn't get the 7 wonders, but we did pretty good. Like, if I check our rankings... Oh, we lost out on the codices, but we do actually have the codices. We just don't have anywhere to put them, because we don't have... Having only one city, we don't have places to put things. And I don't think towns can have those kinds of buildings. Yeah, ancient wall, brickyards. Like, we don't have anywhere to put them, otherwise I have 4 more, it's just I don't have anywhere to show them off. So, technically speaking, I have 10. Which would be enough to win that path? I don't want to make another city. I wanted to have a mega city, but there are drawbacks. I could create another city and buy a library and an academy and display all of those, and I would not only win the ranking for science, I would actually complete the science, and that would give us Great Library Golden Age. Academies become Golden Age academies. They retain their base yields, adjacency bonus, and effects in the next age. So I'm just pointing out, I could get this. I could get this right now. I just have to convert a town into a city and buy the science buildings to show off the stuff. But I'm not gonna do it because I wanted to build a single city empire, so we're just gonna continue on. I just wanted to point out, I could do it. I'm opting not to, because Roma is our only city. I get to choose a celebration. Bonus science, sure. And we gotta put something in here. There we go, we're at 100%. The age of antiquity is ending. The survivors cluster, their eyes filled with memories of what has been lost, but also what remains. Empty lands demand new owners and fallow fields new plowings. From the ashes of this land will rise a new birth, and the plague's memories will fade in time like dreams. Age ending. So this is the final turn. Sure, let's support Confucius. Thank you so much. We can choose a technology. Hey, we might get iron working. Did we actually complete a future civic? I think we did. Surplus influence. Yeah, I'm not spending it so much. But next turn, ending the Roman Age. Or rather, the Antiquity Age with our single city. We were one short on constructing the 7 wonders. I could have gotten a scientific golden age, but I didn't want to build another city. So here's our rewards. Acquired legacy points. We got 2 science, 2 culture, 1 military, 1 commerce. Age rankings. Me, Charlemagne. technically me, but I didn't do it. Me. Okay, so I did fine. I thought I was doing much worse. Legacies, and we tied with Hatshepsut on that one. Okay. View Legends Report. So this actually feels like, oh, this is the end of a game. But this is just the end of an age. But this is part of what Civ 7 is trying to do, and here comes the controversial part. But right now, this feels like a culmination, like an ending. We even get like these victory screens to see who won. You know, here's all of these. Oh, this is our experience on Augustus and the game. We can unlock certain things like portraits or whatever. Let's continue on down. Sure, we got complaint to Ia Nasir. Substandard copper is unacceptable. So these are things that we just unlock. It's the meta stuff, but transition to the next age, and we go to the age of exploration, where we can't be Rome anymore. Exploration age, a new culture emerges, and we have to pick what we want to be. So I could be Spain, and I unlocked Chola from what we were doing, having 3 settlements near the coast. But the given one to go to is either Norman or Spain, and I will go Norman because this feels... Players Rome, players strong. Oh, so these are things that unlock Norman. Players Rome means we can be Norman. Charlemagne might go something else, might follow us as Norman, but this is what they're about. Let's choose Norman and go into the age of exploration.
The winds rise, and the Normans cross the channel of history to seize the world for themselves and hold nothing back.
So this is the contentious point of Civ 7. Not being able to play Rome through the whole game. Rome, in the ancient Rome, doesn't exist in the exploration or modern age, so we're not Rome anymore. Now, historically, it's not quite accurate, but Civ has never been a fully historical game, and I think it's gonna take some time to see whether people are generally okay with this or not. Like, I'm okay with it, but I'm kinda missing Rome already. Welcome to the exploration age. Okay, establish settlements in distant lands, embrace religion by building a temple. So, Antiquity age only has the pantheons, now religion comes in for reals, and we can now traverse ocean water. Oh yes, our advisors. Economic, military, cultural, science. So like, for example, this time around, I might want to go science and focus on these to be more science-focused rather than wonder-focused. But a new age has risen. Some things change, some things don't. Our capital is still Roma because, you know, that's fine. And it's all into the next age. And the world opens up. Like, all of this is now explorable. Like, this game has 8 players in it, so that means 3 players are in the new world. And the music's all changed as well. But anyway, I'm gonna bring this to a close right here because I wanted to build a Roman megacity. And although our city is still Roman, we are now the Normans, and the constructions are gonna start to look Norman. But you can see, like, a lot of our stuff, it's still here, and it's still gonna look Roman. But moving on from here, I think it's a different kind of game, and that's the idea of Civ 7. Where it splits the game up into these 3 big chapters, and the end of one chapter is kind of an ending. But the story continues. We're now in 400 CE, turn 1. But okay, I hope that you found this interesting and or useful. Building a single city with lots of towns. We could actually have fit one more by the end there, but I could have had to squeeze it there or something. No one built here. So I could have fit one more town in for 8, but things are all sort of reset, huh? like insane stats in our capital. I guess oh, the city-state's gone. So this area's opened up. Well, not the one we converted to our empire. That city-state's gone. So this is now free land. This is free real estate. But okay, if you have any questions about Civ 7, do ask down below. I can look around and find out stuff for you. This has been a showcase of what it is. General impressions are, through the Antiquity age, it feels good, it feels like a Civ game, and I think it'll continue to feel like a Civ game throughout the rest. I'm missing Rome a little bit already, but I think this is something people are gonna get used to. Not everyone, but let me know what you think. More time is needed. These are initial impressions. But yeah, if you enjoyed this and want to see more, do subscribe. Thank you so much. And check out everything down below. Ask questions. I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Check out the other stuff linked on screen. More Civ 7, maybe some list videos, city building, I don't know, whatever's there. Have a look. Thank you. I'll see you there.